An AI song playlist that tells a story. This time we're going to be downloading the MP3 files that have the actual songs on them, which we created using the AI song application in prior presentations. Then we're going to be changing and renaming the MP3 files so that they include the number, the title, and the prompt used to create the song using the AI song generation software. Get ready and some coffee because the rockin' ain't stopping once we start building beats with the AI app. Last time we left off having created our AI song playlist within our AI song generation application. And this might be a place that we want to stop. We might be saying, hey, look, I've got what I need. I've got what I wanted to do. I've got my story in song format in order, which now I can listen through. And whenever I want more detail about a particular context of a particular song, I can go to that particular song. I can copy the lyrics on the right-hand side and paste that into an AI software like a ChatGPT, asking AI to give me the story behind that particular part in the song, in our case, the first chapter of the Iliad and the particular context of that part of the chapter. And then the song itself is going to give us more detail that's generated for us by the AI head, which has as its content, you would think, the classics such as the Iliad, within the context of the song. So it'll expand on it there as well. So that might be where we want to basically stop. And you could then in this particular software make it public like so, and then you can basically copy the URL. And if I was to open up and say incognito, it looks like even if you do not have the Suno software, I'm not logged in, I still have access to the playlist. So you might be able to share it in that format as well, and that would be great. And if you go into any particular song, it still gives you the lyrics on the right-hand side, so you could tell someone else, go ahead and just copy the lyrics into a ChatGPT and get some more context on the song without even the seed in order to do that. So that is great. Now, a quick recap of what we've done thus far, we're going to go over shortly, because the next step that we want to do is going forward to think about what if I want to make it into a video format and include AI images so that I can put it into something like maybe YouTube. So if I'm on YouTube, this is just an example, then I might want all of the songs on one video because it might be easier for me to get traction in one video than in multiple videos in a playlist, and possibly add the playlist if I wanted to. If I put them all on one video, I would like to once again have the end process in my mind of having the timestamps, the number, and then the name of the song, as well as the seed for the song, so that when people listen to it this way, they're not going to be easily able to take the lyrics and copy and paste them, although they still could because they have the transcript. But they have the seed. So they have the song name and the seed. And if you tell something like a ChatGPT, here's the seed used to create the song, tell me the context of the story in the first chapter of the Iliad, then it'll expand on this part of the story there. And again, you can get more context of it that way. So we want to basically keep that in mind. So if I go back on over here, at this point in time, in order to do that, I need to basically download the WAV files and then use some editing software. We're going to use Camtasia in order to then transport them into a video file, and then we'll add images, which you can use multiple AI image generators to add them. So right now we're just going to download them as an MP3. You might think that would be an easy process. It is an easy process. However, you want to make sure that when you're downloading them that you're changing the name, because notice that right here we only have the name that was generated by the system. It doesn't have the prompt that we used. It doesn't have the numbers. That's why we over here, when we were doing it over here, we made sure to go through and add in a systematic way the number, the name of the file, which is hopefully in order now, and then the seed. So we have that all in one place. So as I download them, hopefully I can copy these and rename each of the files and make sure that I'm lining up all the files properly as I go through this. All right, so we're gonna put them, I'm gonna put them into this file. I'll just call them MP3, so it's an MP3 folder. I'm gonna copy the location, and then I'm gonna go back on over here and say, all right, let's, now notice that it made 2 of these each time. I included both of them here, but when I upload them to YouTube, I only want 1 of the 2. So you could go through each of these and you could say which one is the best one of the 2, but what I'm gonna do is just choose the first one each time. And that way you could make 2 playlists, 2 variants, if you wanted to, and that might give you a little bit more difference if you wanted to make, you know, 2 playlists and listen to them to give you a little bit of variance. It'll be the same lyrics, same style, but different song, little bit different style. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna hit the 3 dots and say I want to download as an MP3. I'll have them side by side here, and then I could just grab them. Now I'm currently in Chrome. This is how the download functions in Chrome. So if you're in another kind of software, that's Google Chrome for the browser. If you're in another kind of software, it might have a different arrow or whatever, so you can use whatever system that you have. I put it into this folder. Notice again, if I just copied them all over with the name, then they're gonna get out of order over here, and which will defeat the whole system because now they're gonna be out of order. So as I add them one by one, I gotta go back on over here. I'm gonna ungreenify these so that I can regreenify them. I'll ungreenify, and then I'll go in and copy the number, the title of the song, which matches, and then the seed. So I'm gonna go back on over here and say, okay, right click, rename, number, title of the song, and the seed, and then maybe I'll greenify this one as we go now. So then the next one should be 2. It should be Father's Plea. So let's check that over here. We have Apollo, and then I skip this one to go to Father's Plea, download, and MP3, copy it over, right click on it, rename, Father's Plea. So now it's gonna be in order because of the numbering system. And then I'm gonna go back on over and say, okay, greenify, copy, number 3 should be Wrath of the Sun. Let's go down, so Father's Plea again, and then Wrath of the Sun. I'm gonna pick the top one, and I'll hit the 3 dots, boom, download it. And then drag it in, right click to rename. Okay, and then I'll go back on over here and say that one's done, dude. And then copy the next one, number 4, which should be called the plague debate or something. The plague debate. Let's scroll down and 3 dot that one. The plague debate, MP3 it, pull it in, right click on it, rename, boom, greenify, number 5, return to the end of the plague. Okay, skip the one, return to the end, 3 dots, download it. Okay, pull it in, right click, rename, boom, greenify, bam, 6, the King's Greed. The King's Greed, they're all greedy, those kings, man. Power, it's a power corrupt thing. The King's Greed, that's the one. Tell you what, that's why I don't trust those kings. I don't trust anyone. But the kings, oh man, hold on a second. I guess there were some good ones sometimes. Every once in a while, there's a trustworthy king, I guess. Achilles' rebellion. They had to say it like a child, even though he was kind of being a child, but still. They had to say it like a child because the system didn't want to allow us to download it because they kept saying it. Whatever. Let's download it. And then rename. Boom. Numero 8. Let's greenify. And then Achilles' Plea. Okay. Pulling that back over. Get this out of here. Achilles' Plea. All right. Scrolling down. Boom. Boom. Bring it in. Pull it in. Rename. Okay. And now I'm on Greenify. Number 9. Number 9. close that out. What is number 9 called? Titus. So boom, 3 dots, download it, pull it in, right click. Ooh, looks pretty. Okay. All right, let's go and do that. Number 9, number 10, Odysseus Burden. Odysseus Burden. This lady distracted me now. I'm trying to work here, lady. It's not beach time. Crying out loud. I'll pull this in here. Right click, rename. Number 10. Oh, hold on a second. Now, greenify. We're dang close. Don't mess up now. Don't feel the pressure. That lady's staring at me. I'm gonna hit the praises to the sun, download. Okay. We're gonna right click, rename, ba-boom, and then greenify, and then, okay. Favor of Titus, okay. Download it, sounds like a cool one. And then we're gonna rename, now she's on the beach. She got out of the water. Okay, that's cool, she's probably been swimming for a while. Clash of the Gods, Clash of the Gods. Gods are clashing. Gods don't fight, they clash. We're gonna say boom and pull that in, rename, and then greenify, dos mas two more, and we're on the thunderous silence, the sound of silence. I'm gonna pull that in. Thunderous silence. Okay. And then we're gonna say 15. And we're on the Clash of Gods. We already had that name. Guys are getting lazy. Gods are clashing all the time. You can name every one Clash of Gods. This is the Iliad. Alright, so now we have it in order. And so now that we have it in order here, then of course we can pull these into our editing software, something like this, like a Camtasia or something. And then we can add on top of it the AI images if we want to put those in that we can generate. And so now I can pull them in order because I numbered them and they're in my folder in order. And then, so that's what we'll do. Next time maybe we'll make some AI images based on this information, and it really depends on how detailed you want to be with the AI images. You could just copy the seed and make the AI image from it, and whatever it generates, it generates. If it fits, it fits. If the AI does something wonky or funny, then whatever. You look what it did here. This is AI generated. Now, of course, their images aren't designed, like their AI image generator isn't as cool you would think as their AI, even though that lady's pretty. She's pretty, but you wouldn't think that their AI generator was as cool as like some of the other generators like the ChatGPT AI or like a Midjourney or something like that if you have access to those. But there's free ones. So anyways, we'll get into that and we'll try to pull in those AI images in a future presentation, which I'll have to figure out how to do since I can't really do it while actually using Camtasia at the same time and recording. So I might use a different software. So we'll look at that. It might look a little bit different in terms of the sound quality and recording, but I'll figure it out,